Hello, 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 ladies. If you are there, please say hi and hello in the chat. I am excited to get things started. And tonight we're going to be talking about the 3 secrets nobody ever told you about how to unbig your back. If you're able to see my screen, type me in the chat. Let me know that you are there and live. Make sure that you say hi and hello. I am just excited that you are here and can't wait for us to just get into the discussion. So be sure that you say hi and hello in the chat and let me know that you can see my screen by saying me in the chat. Let's get started, ladies. All right. So I just don't want for you to be that girl in the back this summer. You see how she's looking at the girl who is fit? She got the steak face. I don't want that to be you. Don't let this be you this summer. Let you be the girl in the front who is excited about how her body looks, who's happy about it being summer. Sis, okay, that's what we are looking for. But let's be honest. Let's be honest about how we're actually feeling. I hope that you can be honest with me. If you can be honest, I need you to drop some numbers in the chat with me. If you can be honest, is it true? Is it true for you? Is it true? And if it's true, I need you to drop a 1. If it's not you, just drop a 2. If it is you, drop a 1. If it's not you, drop a 2. Is it true that you've worn a jacket just to hide your back? Type a 1 in the chat if that is you. If you've worn a jacket because you don't like your back, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat. All right. How about 2? Okay. You avoided tank tops because of the rolls or because of your bra bulge. Have you ever done that? If you've done that before, type a 1 in the chat, right? You haven't worn tank tops because you got rolls and bra bulge. If that's you, come on, tell the truth, type a 1. Or how about you've worn layers? You've worn layers, girl, during the summer just to hide your arms. If this is you, type arms in the chat. If you're like, girl, I didn't did that, I'm going to go ahead and type arms. If you've worn layers during the summertime just to hide your arms, go ahead and type arms in the chat. What about if you've worked out for months and your back still ain't budging? If that's you, go ahead and type BACK. Go ahead and type back in the chat. Miss Janice, I see you typing arms, girl. I see a lot of ladies typing 1s because they identify with some of these things. And that is why we are here to talk about how we can unbig our backs and what the status of how to do that is. So if you are here to learn the 3 secrets that nobody ever told us about how we can unbig our back, go ahead in the chat, type the words unbig, because we are ready to unbig our backs, right? I have 3 secrets that I'm about to drop for you on tonight. I'm so glad that you were here because I want you to know that you are not alone. As you can see with all the numbers here, you can see that you are not alone, my good sister, that it is not your fault even. And we're going to be talking about that on tonight. So stay tuned. And now, if you plan on staying for the whole duration of class, it's going to be about 30 minutes. Go ahead and like this video. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. I need to see some likes on the video so I can know that you guys are engaged and you are here, right? Take a quick second and like the video for me because I'm going to drop these 3 big secrets, right? So today, that's what I'm about to do. I'm going to reveal the secrets that nobody ever told us. And maybe if they told you, you didn't listen. You did not listen. So make sure that you like this video, good sis. Number 1, back fat that won't move no matter how clean you eat, right? If you're eating all the right things, but without addressing inflammation and hormones, your back won't budge. Can somebody go ahead and drop a note in the chat that says that? I'm going to say it again. If you're eating all the right things, but you're not out here addressing your inflammation. You're not out here addressing your hormones. Your back is going to remain big, sis. It's going to remain big. That's just a fact. Number two, this is another secret, right? Another secret, or maybe they told you and you didn't want to listen. Feeling embarrassed in photos from the back, like no matter how confident you feel, one photo from the wrong angle can steal your joy anyway and make you high anyway, right? Number three, bra straps digging into your skin and rolls, a constant discomfort isn't just physical, it's a daily reminder that something is not working. If something is not working. Number four, tired of working out with no results, right? You've been showing up, sweating hard, but your body isn't showing the progress that you deserve. If that's what's going on, this is the call that you should be on. If you are confused by advice that never works for us, for Black women over 40, if you're just confused about it, like most fitness plans aren't designed for our bodies, they're not designed for our hormones, they're not designed for our lives. And it absolutely shows it. It absolutely shows it. So, what you've been told versus the truth. That's what we're about to break down. What you have been told, what you have been conditioned versus what's actually true. So, folks may be like, all right, if you're trying to lose your back, you need to do more cardio. How many of you have heard of that? Go ahead and type more cardio in the chat if you have heard people say you need to do more cardio. They say more cardio is the answer, but it often burns your muscles. That's the truth, right? And it stresses out your body. Did you know that doing excessive amounts of cardio can end up giving you more cortisol, and more cortisol gives you more belly fat? And I know that's not what we want, right? They also say to eat less, cut calories, right? Cutting your calories slows your metabolism. When you go too far down, it slows your metabolism down and ends up making you hungrier, and then you end up it ends up backfiring every last time. Every last time. How many of you have been told to eat less carbs? Eat less calories. Go ahead and type calories in the chat if you've been told that. If you've been told that. But how about wear shapewear forever, right? They told you to smooth it out, not realizing you deserve to remove it, not just to hide it. So some people just accept how they are. It's like, hey, this is the size I'm going to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and wear the shapewear. I'm just going to go ahead and wear these Spanx for the rest of my life. If you are like, I do not want to wear Spanx for the rest of my life, go ahead and type no Spanx in the chat. No Spanx in the chat. If you're like, I'm not with that. That's not what I want to do. But let me tell you the truth, sis. The truth of the matter is, what you need is a faith-based, hormone-smart, strategic approach to unbigging your back. That is what you absolutely need. Right? You need to be focused on your hormones. You need to have a strategy. You can't just kind of do it on your own and just wing it. You need to have a plan, an absolute plan. That's just the truth, right? So now I'm going to share with you the secrets. So here's the secrets to the ladies who don't want to wear Spanx for the rest of their lives. I'm talking to Roxanne Martin, who says no Spanx. Tiffany Andrews, who says no Spanx. Carol Mayberry, who says no Spanx. Jenny Hill is out here, no Spanx. Miss C exclamation part says no Spanx. Geneva Johnson, no Spanx. Candy Dot, on and on. You guys are like, no Spanx. So here's the secret to no Spanx, right? Inflammation is your real enemy. It's really not all the way just sugar, right? It's not just fat either. It is inflammation. Somebody in the chat type the word inflammation. It is inflammation, especially in your upper middle back area, right under the bra, right? And sometimes for some of us, depending on how we're shaped, it's right under our arm blades as well. So we need to realize that inflammation, thank you, Geneva Johnson, for typing it, Janice Davis for typing it, inflammation is your real issue. Inflammation is not fat, it's inflammation, right? And so, why does this matter? What looks like fat on your back could actually be inflammation, y'all. Inflammation related bloating, like all of what you see on your body may not all be fat. Some of that is chronic inflammation, because when your body is in a state of chronic inflammation due to all the processed foods, due to all the bread you're eating, due to all the poor sleeping, due to hitting foods, it holds on to water, it holds on to fat as a defense mechanism. Do you believe it? Go ahead and type defense in the chat, because what your body is trying to do is defend itself from you and your choices. You are choosing processed foods. You are choosing high stress. You are choosing poor sleep. You are choosing to eat foods that you have sensitivities to. So when you are choosing that, your body needs to try to fight back. I'm going to fight this off, right? It's going to defend itself. It is a defense mechanism. So all of what you see in your back may not be fat. The same is true for the other side of your belly, for the other side of your body. The same is true, Nikisha, that it very well may be that your belly, yeah, it has fat in it, but that's not all fat. Some of that could be inflammation. If you feel that some of what you have is inflammation, type me in the chat. If you feel that, right? Because this swelling shows up in your stubborn areas like your upper back, like your bra line, and even in your stomach. Even clean eating don't work if your inflammation is high, because your body is in survival mode and not in fat burning mode. We need to get your bellies into fat burning mode. Ladies, if you are ready to go fat burning with me, go ahead and type fat burning in the chat, because everything you see on your body is not all fat. How many of you may have ankles that you can't even see anymore because they are bloated with inflammation, right? How many of you, your knees, you can't even really see the definition of your kneecaps because it is bloated with inflammation. So everything you think is fat, a lot of what you think is all purely fat, a lot of it is inflammation. Your body's way of fighting off your poor habits, sis. Right? Your body could be in a state of chronic inflammation. Secret number 2. That was number 1. Secret number 2. You're doing the wrong movements. So people think that spot reduction is real, but strategic strength training is really what's real, right? How many of you have tried to work out, but your back just won't bulge? Go ahead and type back in the chat. If you're like, oh my God, I'm doing all the things, at least I think I'm doing all the right moves, and you're not, right? You can't just do back moves to reduce your back fat, right? Spot reducing is not a real thing. So you're doing all the wrong moves. So cardio and random workouts, they will burn calories, but they don't target the muscles in your upper back and your shoulders. Plus, you can't spot reduce the fat anyway. But you can strength train and you can tone specific areas with strategic resistance training. So building lean muscle increases your metabolism, ladies, and it creates a smoother, a firmer back. And that only happens when you ditch the guesswork and focus on the right movements that build upper body strength. So how many of us are actually lifting? If you are lifting weights, go ahead and type lift in the chat. If you are currently lifting weights and you feel like you are doing a great job, type lift in the chat. Now, if you feel like you need help with your back movements or help with workouts that will help burn your belly fat or your back fat, go ahead and type help in the chat. because that is the secret. Number three is that we're doing all the wrong movements. We're out here doing cardio. We're not even doing the right strength training moves, right? We need to be able to know to do the right moves to do. So if you need help, say so. That is number two. So before I move to number three, which is our third one, Linda Scope, I see you, girl. Janice Davis, I see you. Candy Dizar, I see you. I see you guys. I see you. I see you. So let me ask you before I move on to the third secret of why your back is still big no matter what you do. I need some help in the chat. What was the first secret? Are you guys listening? That's basically what I'm asking. Are you listening? What was the first secret? Tell me what the first secret was, and we are going to move on to the third one. The third one is your hormones are holding you hostage. Your hormones are holding you hostage, sis. Your back fat is a hormonal storage zone. Did you know that? Did you know that? Yes or no in the chat. Your hormones are holding you hostage because your back fat is a hormonal storage zone, just like your belly is. So, what you need to do is reset your insulin, reset your cortisol, and we need to be able to do this naturally. We need to be able to do this naturally. All right, congratulations to you, Keisha, Nakisha, Geneva Johnson, Jessica Crawford, Jenny Hill, Tracy Johnson, Tiffany Andrews. You guys all got that correct. Inflammation was the first one. Now, somebody tell me what was the second one? Now that we know what the third one is, what was the second one? Do you remember? Let me know in the chat. What was the second one? Right? So number three is your hormones are constantly holding you hostage because back fat is a hormonal storage zone, just like your stomach is. Just like your stomach is. Why does this even matter? So, ladies, most of us, I don't know, maybe you're not a Black woman, but even if you are a woman who's over 40, but this is targeted for Black women over 40, hormonal changes hit real hard for us. We're talking about estrogen. We're talking about insulin. We're talking about cortisol imbalances. They can all cause fat to store in your back, to store in your belly. And baby, another hormonal storage area is that upper arm area. Sis, how many of us struggle with the upper arms? Go ahead and type upper arms in the chat, right? This is the issue. It's a hormonal storage area. All right. Especially when you are stressed out, especially when you're not sleeping right. These areas won't tend to move, they won't tend to shrink because it's your hormones. Hormones, sis. If you are struggling with upper arms, you are struggling with your back, you are struggling with your belly, my good sister, you are struggling with hormones. You are struggling with hormones. I need you to know that. If your cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone, is always high, your body literally refuses to burn the fat in these key areas. I am going to repeat that because you need to know that if your cortisol, which is your stress hormone, is always high, you're like, oh my God, your body is literally refusing to burn the fat in these areas. So the solution isn't extreme dieting. Do you see why your food can't help you here? Yes or no in the chat. Do you see why, if your arms are big, your belly is big, your back is big, that these are hormonal storage areas, and you keep trying to change all the things you're eating, you keep trying to do all the cardio, but nothing is working, right? The solution is not extreme dieting, ladies. The solution is naturally balancing your hormones through smarter nutrition, through strength training, through stress management. And I'm talking about prayer. I'm talking about sleep. I'm talking about journaling. I'm talking about counting down. I'm talking about breathing. We need to be able to manage our stress, or else you can count on having big arms, big back, big belly for your whole life, right? We need to be able to manage our stress. And then how many of us feel stressed constantly? If you feel like that you're in a non-ending cycle of stress, type stress in the chat for me, because it matters. This matters so much. It matters so much, ladies. I hope that these 3 secrets, now that I have talked about the first 2, who can tell me what the third one was? What was the third one? I gave you 3 secrets as to why you cannot unbig your back, right? Go ahead and drop that third one in the chat for me. And look at all the ladies who are confirming that they feel chronic stress. Tiffany, I'm sorry. Candy, I'm sorry. Vanessa Johnson, I am sorry that but we have to not just feel the stress and let it be. We also have to find ways to combat it. We also have to find techniques to make sure that we get what we need out of this life, not just bad hormones, not just stress, not just not sleeping. We need to be able to focus on what we need. And let me show you some ladies who was able to focus on it. Do you see my good sister here in less than a month and 21 days? And you're like, well, how could you lose all that fat in 21 days? Because it's not actually fat. A lot of this is hormones are just imbalanced. A lot of it is inflammation. When your hormones are unbalanced, your inflammation rises. It rises in your back, it rises in your belly, it rises in your upper arms. Your upper arms. Okay? All right. Let's see who else. We have this other sister. Can you guys see her change in 21 days? She did not just shrink her stomach, because you can't see her stomach, but she shrunk her back, her upper back, her lower back, her arms, her thighs, and her hips. Inflammation was all up and through her body. Do you see it? Do you see it? If you see this in the black shorts, type black in the chat. If you see the difference, the huge difference, right? Hormones are holding a lot of our bodies hostage, and it's time for us to take back control, right? The hormones don't need to be holding you hostage, sis. You need to break free. How about Miss Daria, who also reduced the size of her waist, reduced the size of her back, reduced the size of her hips, but her upper arms were being very stubborn, very stubborn. And this is when you have to just say, hey, you know what? My body is changing. I'm going to allow it to change at the pace that it's changing. I am not going to compare myself to others, but I do see a change, and I'm going to rock with my body's change, right? If you see a change in Daria, who has on the camo, broad tops type camo in the chat. I see you, Jacqueline Hamry. I see you, Geneva Johnson. I see y'all. All right. Let's try another one. How about this good sister who decided she wanted to go on a date night, but did not like how her back was looking? So she decided to make some changes, then tried the dress on again. Now I'm going to ask this, but I think it's very clear. You guys can see that red dress. That red. Do you see all the fat that looked like extra? It looks like boobs almost. It was a lot of back fat. And guess what we now know that is? That is inflammation. Yes, it is fat as well, but it's also inflammation. Now, if you can see this huge difference in this red dress, go ahead and type red. And if you can identify something that's smaller on her that's not just her back, go ahead and type the word red and then also add what else you see that's smaller. If you can see something else that's smaller besides her back, because sis, if this is what your back is looking like, and she doesn't even have a bra on, she has back bulge and the bra is not even there. It's just fat that was hanging, right? Jacqueline Hammer says she sees her arms are way smaller. So if you don't leave here with anything else, I want you to leave here with this, that you know that inflammation is held in your body in our hormone storage areas. And we have a lot of them, our thighs, our hips, right? But one of the 3 of the ones that we discussed tonight was mostly your belly, your back, and your upper arms. That's why many of us walk around with upper arms that are huge, backs that are huge, bellies that are huge, because it's not just about what you're eating. It's also about what you're eating and how your body's responding to it. And that's that inflammation. So if you keep eating junk food and you're like, oh, but I'm not eating that much, you don't need to think about calories anymore. We're at this big age, ladies, that we need to be thinking about how the food makes us feel. Can somebody type that in the chat for me? How the food makes me feel. That is what you need to be concerned about. Now, okay, I'm going to have this, but I'm just going to have a little bit of it. But how does that food make you feel? Well, I'm just going to have a cheat meal. Well, how does that food make you feel? If the food makes you feel tired, makes you bloated, gives you a headache, gives you inflammation, how does the food make you feel? That matters, sis. We can't just eat whatever we want to eat. Oh, I'm going to just have one bag of chips. I'm going to just have one Snicker. Okay, have it. But guess what? Also know that you are triggering inflammation, right? You are triggering an inflammation cycle in your body. So we are not just going to count calories. We're going to consider how the food makes us feel. We're going to consider how our bodies interacts with that food. So if you are eating something and you know it causes inflammation, and yeah, it tastes good, we have got to be able to say to ourselves, this is not just about, calories in, calories out. This is also about, am I triggering inflammation that I can't control? Right, Lori Lockett? Right, Brenda Price? Are we correct? Yes or no in the chat? We need to be thinking more, Nina Ross, than just, okay, how many calories is in this? We also need to be thinking how the food makes us feel and how my body is going to respond to this. Is this going to cause inflammation for me? Right? So let me ask you guys this. I think I have some more transformations to show you. I just be getting so excited. How about Miss Ma'am here? What differences do you see? I wish she would have. This is why it's so important for us to make sure that we take pictures that are the same. Like I wish she would have had a pull back picture for the back picture before. But do you see the difference? Tell me in the chat, what differences do you see? What differences do you see? Jacqueline Hombre says she sees it in the waist. I 100% see it in the waist. Because what was spilling over on the same shorts are not spilling over anymore. What else do you see a difference in? Jacqueline Hombre says she sees it in the arms. Upper arms specifically. Upper arms specifically, right? So it is not a coincidence that upper back, upper arms, sometimes even lower back, and yes, the neck. The neck is a serious one. You could see that her neck has even gone in and it's more defined. Ladies, do you even see how far down her bra starts? Look at the pictures. Tell me if you see it. And if you see it, type I see it in the chat. Do you see the V at the top is bigger on the picture that's before than the picture that is after? Her bra sits higher now that she has less inflammation. So you know what that means? That's not all upper back fat. That was inflammation sitting on her neck. Friend, do you see that? Do you see how she looks like she has a little hunch going on? When you really look at it, she looks like she's hunched over. She is not. It is inflammation, Nina Ross. When you see it, say, I see it, like Geneva Johnson. Say, I see it. So I am not kidding you, ladies. Inflammation is real. And there is no way she could have gotten rid of all that fat in less than a month. Do you see the dates? This is from January 26th to February 15th, right? We are talking about 21 days. You cannot lose that much fat in 21 days. I promise you, this lady lost inflammation. And that is what you need to be focusing on. How can I reduce the inflammation in my body? Inflammation triggers cancer. Inflammation triggers stroke, triggers high blood pressure, triggers high cholesterol. Inflammation is the real killer. But sugar causes inflammation. Excess fat causes inflammation. So it becomes just a big cycle. So we need to be focused. So what can you do to get started today. If you are like, yeah, I want to know what can I do. If you want to know what you can do, type what in the chat. You're like, yeah, I need to really know what to do here because, okay, I feel you. I see you. I got the big upper back. I got the big belly. I got the big upper arms. I got all of that going on. I need to just figure out what. Go ahead and type what. What can I do, coach? What can I do to fix this? I got 3 things. I need you to eat. I need you to eat to reduce inflammation. I need you to eat to reduce inflammation, not just eat because you're hungry, not just eat because the food is there, but I need you to be intentional about eating due to inflammation. So what can I eat? I'm going to ask you guys, what can I eat to reduce inflammation? Come on, ladies. I know you already know. I know you already know because we already really know the answer. We already do. We just don't execute, right? So in the chat, I want you to know, I want you to share, what can you eat to reduce your inflammation? And I actually have a Fab 5 that I'm about to drop on y'all. But I'm just trying to see how many of you are going to rock with me when it comes with sharing the what. And if you don't know what, that's why I am here. So let me start dropping some gems. Number 1 is not on this page. So somebody in the chat take some notes for me. Nakisha, Jenny Hill, Call 73 DST, Tracy Johnson, come on, help me take some notes. Because I have a Fab 5 fighting inflammation things you need to start eating. And I mean every day. Every day. Number 1, leafy greens. Somebody type it in the chat. Leafy greens. Leafy greens. You need to eat more kale, more spinach, more Swiss chard, more green, leafy greens, more cabbage, right? Not just things that are green, but leafy greens. They are rich in antioxidants and fiber, and they are clutch for reducing inflammation and for healing your gut. So if you're trying to unbig your back and flatten your stomach, leafy greens. I know you're not trying to hear it. Thank you, Annie Gordon, for writing that down. Jacqueline Omre is here for me. She writing it down. That's number 1. Come on, here comes number 2. I need you to eat some berries. Candy Dizard said it. She's right. I need you to eat some berries. Somebody write in the chat berries. And I'm talking about blackberries. I'm talking about blueberries. I'm talking about raspberries. I'm talking about all the berries. Okay? Get some berries in your life. Strawberries, all of them. Because they are packed with anthocyanins, ladies. Anthocyanins. You're like, what is that? They are plant compounds that literally shut inflammation down. So if you're trying to shut some inflammation down, what I need for you to do is today go to the grocery store, get you some berries. And when you are hungry, I don't even care about calories, sis. If every time you were hungry, you had berries, you think, oh, that's too much fruit. That's too much sugar. It is not. I promise you. This is how I lose weight when I am hungry. I eat fresh berries. And I eat the berries in the morning. I eat the berries at night. I eat the berries in the afternoon. Berries. And my favorite right now are blackberries. So please, they shut inflammation down. Add them to your smoothies. Add them to your muffins. Add them to your salads. Come on, sis. We got to eat better. So we got leafy greens and we got berries. Y'all with me? Are you with me? Number 3, garlic and ginger. Garlic and ginger. Somebody write that down for me. They're nature's anti-inflammatory tag team. So if you're out here eating your garlic, eating your ginger, right? In your teas, in your juices, you are winning when it comes to fighting inflammation. One of the key ways that I use to even eat my protein. So if I'm like, let's say I'm making chicken tenders, and I'm trying to saute them in the pan. One of my favorite things to do is grate fresh ginger and minced garlic and just stir that up in a pan to release all of the delicious flavors. And then I add my chicken. Why am I doing this? Yes, for the delicious flavor, but also because I know I am out here fighting inflammation when I do. When I'm eating, I'm like, God, this is unbig in my back. And every time we're eating, we should stop thinking of just about how it tastes. We should be thinking about what? How it makes me feel. How does the food makes me feel? How does my body respond to this food? All right. Number 4, omega-3 rich foods. Omega-3 rich foods. Come on, sis. Omega-3s. What are we talking about when we say omega-3s? We're talking about salmon. We're talking about sardines. We're talking about chia seeds. We're talking about flax seeds. So we are talking about eating our way to less inflammation. So omega-3 rich foods. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you, Tracy. Y'all need to be on top of that. So before we go to number five is the last one that I'm going to share because, Lord, I'm dropping so many nuggets here. I hope this is helpful for you. But before I drop number 5, tell me in the chat how many of you have been eating your omega-3s. You've been eating your salmon consistently. You've been eating sardines or chia seeds or flax seeds. Let me know, because guess what they do? They are like a liquid calm for your joints and for your skin. So when you are eating your omega-3s, your knees thank you. They will thank you. Your hip joints will thank you, because again, it's like a liquid calm for your joints, also for your skin. Nina's like me. I'm out here doing it. Nina, tell us what you eat, girl. What are you eating? That's omega-3 rich foods. Okay, number 5. We're eating to reduce inflammation, and this is the 5th thing you need to do. We need to eat sweet potatoes, y'all. I know y'all scared of those carbs, but we need to go ahead and eat the sweet potatoes and other fiber-rich veggies, right? So we're talking about broccoli. We're talking about Brussels sprouts. We're talking about carrots, sweet potatoes, and all these fiber-rich fruit veggies. They feed your gut and they stabilize your blood sugar, which keeps inflammation in check. So, number 5 is sweet potatoes and other fiber rich veggies. Of course, y'all, you know you got to drink your water. You know you got to drink your water. You know you have to stop eating junk sugar, and you also have to stop eating processed snacks, even the ones you think are healthy. The processed protein bars, the processed this, the processed that. If it comes in a wrapper that you have to open, that's not it, right? That is not it. So, sisters, we have got to fight inflammation. That is the very first thing. And we can fight inflammation through our foods. And I gave you 5 different types of foods that you need to be eating every day. If we are eating these foods, ladies, that it is less likely that we need supplements. If we are eating these foods, ladies, it is less likely that we need to sit out here and add shots to our diet, add supplements to our diet, add powders to anything, because we are eating our way to health. So we're going to reduce that inflammation through food. Then we're also going to start targeted movements, not just endless hours of cardio. This month we are walking. Yes, we are walking. We are walking with God for weight loss. We are walking to listen to our wonderful devotions. We are walking so that we are able to release any stress. It is more of a stress release. This is not go walk a hill and run and sprint. We are walking with God this month, right? So in addition to that walking that we're doing, we need to do some targeted strength training moves. I'm talking, and if you cannot do them because maybe your knees hurt or maybe your back hurt, we can do them in chairs. How many of you would need a good chair strength training workout? Type chair in the chat. If you're like, man, if somebody could give me a chair strength training workout, I would do that. Right? And you can work out with your body weight. You can strength train with your body weight. You do not need to have all of this expensive equipment. And you can also do it with light weights. You just need to have a resistance to your body, right? And number three is to make sure that you reset your blood sugar and your hormones naturally. Naturally. Oh, wow. You guys are into the chair workouts. Okay, Jenny Hill. Okay, Vanessa Johnson. Y'all are with the chair workouts. I got to get us together. We got to get us together. So chair for my knee injury. Oh my God. Okay. That's awesome. I am definitely going to work on that. In fact, we already have chair workouts. I'll just start sharing them here in this area. So that'll be great. That'll be great. So again, some other foods that will debloat you, right? Kiwi, cantaloupe, asparagus, bananas, lemon, cucumber. This is what we should be eating. Ladies, if you are eating anything other than this, you should think to yourself, man, I am increasing my inflammation. Not just I'm staying fat this summer and I'm gaining all this weight. It's really not even just about the weight. It's about how the inflammation makes you feel. It's about how the food makes you feel, right? You don't want to be tired and exhausted and aching knees and bloated belly to the I mean, who wants to wake up with their belly so tight like that? Right? Nina says, I'm recovering from foot surgery, so I'm trying to bounce back. You are not trying, you are doing, because you are here and you are listening. You are listening. So, ladies, we are starting a juice cleanse, a 3-day watermelon juice cleanse, where I have watermelon recipes, where there are salads, that are juices, that are even popsicles, that are watermelon bowls, all of that. We are going to kick this thing off with 3 days of watermelon. And watermelon is just so good to us. And really what we want to know tonight is, how does watermelon help fight this inflammation? That's what we want to know, because that is what we're headed to, is we're going to do this 3-day watermelon cleanse. Now, if you are interested in cleansing with us and jump starting this inflammation cleanse with us, type watermelon in the chat. Type watermelon in the chat, right? How does watermelon help fight our inflammation? Let me just tell you, because watermelon is 92% water. Somebody in the chat say 92%, right? Hydration helps to flush all of the toxins. All of the toxins being flushed means that you are reducing inflammation all over your body, good sis, especially your joints, especially your gut, especially your back, especially your upper arms, and just your skin in general. Think of watermelon as nature's detox water. That is basically what it is. Watermelon. Okay? Watermelon. So we need to be able to get that watermelon on. It's also packed with lycopene. Watermelon is. It's an antioxidant that lowers inflammation. Inflammation. Come on now, watermelon. So if you're eating watermelon, even if you don't join this challenge, sis, make you some watermelon smoothie bowls. Make you some watermelon smoothies. Eat you some watermelon. Juice you some watermelon, because lycopene is what gives watermelon its rich pink red color, and it's also what helps calms your inflammation. So this red watermelon, right, is the very thing that's calming your inflammation in your heart and even in your skin. And if the antioxidant is called lycopene. Lycopene. Watermelon supports heart health. So if you have a heart issue, type heart in the chat, because you need to be on this watermelon juice cleanse with us, because inflammation is the root of heart disease. Did you hear it? And heart disease is the number one killer of Black women over 40. Number one is heart disease. So we need to be up out here, sis, with this watermelon. Inflammation is the root of the heart disease. The lycopene and the citrulline in watermelon helps relaxes your blood vessels, and it reduces your blood pressure. So while you're cooling down, your arteries are cooling down too. Candy says she has heart issues. Thank you for sharing. Roxanne says she has heart issues. Thank you for sharing. And because you do, Vanessa Johnson has heart issues. Thank you for sharing. And because you do, you need to be doing this water cleanse with us, this watermelon cleanse with us. Why, again, are we doing watermelon specifically? I just named a bunch of reasons, but here's another one. It helps you with digestion. The fiber in watermelon and the water, it is perfect for reducing gut inflammation, for reducing back fat, for reducing upper arm fat. Listen, it keeps things moving, sis. Now, one of the biggest things, it's like a bonus though, when you're drinking watermelon juice and you're also eating watermelon, is that it reduces muscle soreness. So I know a lot of us are trying, we're saying, hey, we need to lift more weights, we need to do strength training. But if you're drinking your water and you're eating your watermelon, post-workout inflammation is been shown to kind of help with that as well. That's why it's great for women working out and for detoxing. Right? So, sis, if your knees are talking, if your gut is bloated, if your skin is flaring up, grab a watermelon and come do this 3-day watermelon juice cleanse with us. How many of you are ready to do it? Go ahead and type 3 days in the chat. 3 days. If you're like, okay, I can do 3 days, go ahead. If you're going to join us and you're ready to join us, go ahead and drop 3 days or just the number 3 in the chat. And I told you why we're doing watermelon, because it flushes out excess inflammation, because it banishes your bloat and your stubborn back fat, because watermelon helps to reset your body. It can reset your body, girl, at a cellular level. It is helping your cells to do what it needs to do. And we are here walking you through this step by step. It is going to be easy to follow, and it's going to be delicious recipes that you're going to love. It is a cleanse that is built around whole, hydrating foods. We have watermelon, we have cucumber, we have lemon, we have all the deliciousness that you will need. So I need for you guys to join the watermelon cleanse, because this is how we're going to jumpstart going into continuing the work of reducing inflammation. So again, we're not here just to be like, okay, I need to lose weight. I need to losing weight is great. But what if you've lost weight and you still are inflamed? What if the scale has gone down, but you still feel tired and your back is still big and your arms are still, have you ever done that? You just be like, oh, I'm working out. But dang, my stomach ain't going nowhere. You ever, you ever felt like that? That's that freaking inflammation, sis. It is on you. And what we need to do is focus more on reducing inflammation than losing weight. Now, if you're with me, say I'm with you in the chat. If you're like, all right, I'm ready to focus on reducing my inflammation markers more than just what the scale says, go ahead and type with you or with me, whatever you want to type. I'm with you in the chat. Let me tell you guys how the cleanse works. So I'm going to give you a full meal plan. And there's smoothies, there's juices, there's watermelon snacks, and it's all watermelon. It's all watermelon, because we know that watermelon does all the wonderful things that I just told you that it can do to help us. So we're going to focus in and hone in on watermelon. Yes, we have watermelon fries. Yes, we have watermelon popsicles. Yes, we have watermelon smoothies. We're talking about 3 days. We can do this together for 3 days. I'm going to give you the grocery list. I'm going to give you any substitutions that you need. And baby, I'm going to be there with you. This is me, Coach Twy, Fit, Fine, and Fabulous on Facebook. You should join our Facebook group. You should like this video. Girl, if you are still here listening to the sound of my voice, you should definitely like this video. I see all the ladies saying that they are with me. I'm going to be giving you daily motivation, and you get an entire workbook. You get the workbook with the printed journal, and you will also be added to our 3-day watermelon juice cleanse Facebook group for support. So if you're with me, say I'm with you. I see Jenny Hill, I see Varel, I see Candy, I see Nina. Ladies, you should definitely join. Let me tell you how we do at Fit Fine and Fabulous, though. We do not just give you the recipes and send you on your way. What we do is we help you get set up first. We help you get organized. So this Friday, we're going to walk through the program together. We're going to walk through the program together. We're going to review the Watermelon Glow Reset book, right? Because we're going to have a serious glow when we are done with this. We're going to have that inflammation lowered. We are already going to be seeing inches come down. So we're going to be reviewing how that happens on Friday. And we're going to set intentions. Let me just tell you, the reason that so many ladies fail at any goal is because they don't take the time to plan. And I'm going to tell you right now, in Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, we plan first. We plan. So we're going to take Friday to understand what's going on. Then on Saturday, we're going to take our before pics and we're going to the grocery store. Okay. On Sunday, we're going to batch juice or make our smoothies. Or what you could do is just get all the ingredients together and organize so that if you like your juice super fresh or your smoothie super fresh, you can just have all the ingredients together. We're going to be brewing herbal teas. We're going to be washing all our produce. We got this. Linda Scope says she's with me. Miss C with the exclamation point says she's with me. I appreciate it. Let's do this, sis. Now, our first day of the watermelon cleanse is going to be on Monday, June 16th. So we took Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to prepare. Then on Monday is day 1 of juicing. On Tuesday is day 2 of juicing. And on Wednesday is day 3 of juicing. And on Thursday, we're going to have a glow up graduation party. Now, if after hearing that this is actually not just 3 days, we're giving you 7 days. If you feel like this Friday to next Thursday are 7 days that you can take to love yourself with watermelon, go ahead and type a 7 in the chat. If you're like, listen, I need to get my inflammation down. I know I have bad inflammation. My doctor told me so. I'm going to go ahead and do it. If you're like, hey, my knees stay cracking, my gut stay bloated, my skin stay flaring up, my hair is breaking, my nails is breaking, friend, watermelon is not just a snack. It's going to be our anti-inflammatory weapon that we are using for the duration of this challenge. So if you are joining us for the cleanse, go ahead and you're committing to the 7 days, 4 days of 3 days of prep, 3 days of actual juicing, and then we're going to have our end of cleanse glow up graduation party. Go ahead and type a 7 if you're going to be joining us for that. Now, if you join us tonight, you get $20 off. You get $20 off. It is normally $47 to join us, but tonight, if you join right now while we're on this call, you will save $20. That's only for tonight. So hopefully the ladies who wanted to hear this message stayed till the end because it is on sale. Hopefully you could see the link. The link has been shared in the chat. I need you guys to sign up and you can pay through Stripe. You can pay through Klarna. Klarna. Why am I struggling to say Klarna? Klarna Afterpay. You can pay through Cash App. You can pay through PayPal credit. You can do all the things to join. The link is in the chat and it's also in the description of this video, right? Of this video. Now, I have just finished another challenge. At Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, we do all kinds of challenges. Do we not? Do I have any ladies on the call who just finished the sugar detox with me? Go ahead and type sugar in the chat. If you just finished the sugar detox with me, with Fit, Fine, and Fabulous, I want to congratulate all the ladies who started that challenge and they finished that challenge. It was the Lose 5 Pounds in 5 Days challenge. I certainly want to celebrate the sisters who participated. And during our challenges, we do give free prizes. Free prizes. And so I am going to announce the winners of those prizes tonight. So congratulations to those of you who stayed to the end. And remember, the way that we win prizes was by watching some of the training videos that we provided, completing the survey, and posting each day in the group. Each day in the group. So congratulations to those of you who participated. That we took your names. We took the names of the ladies who entered the surveys, who submitted the surveys. We put it in this wheel, and then we shuffled the list, and then we spun the wheel. We spun the wheel. That's how we found our winners. So we are very much ready to share who our winners are. And I want to show that these are the ladies who qualified. We had Andrea Aarons who qualified. We had Jenny Barnes who qualified with 9 entries. We had Nakisha Lewis who qualified. We had Roxanne Martin who also qualified with 8 entries. And we had Varel Green who qualified. All of these ladies qualified to win one of our special prizes. So we are very proud to announce the winners of our free prizes. Now, the free prize was this wonderful, wonderful Enjoy Your Life set. It came with a sip cup. It came with the candle. It came with the diamond-shaped soap. Also came with the bath bomb, as well as bath beads, as well as a card just for you. Now, let's see who won, sis. Let's see who won. We also had another prize pack. So there are 2 prize packs that are being sent tonight. The second one is called Shine Bright Like a Sunflower. And it came with the keychain, comes with the little necklace, and also a cup. It also has socks. And oh, wow, it also has a little bracelet and something for the tub as well. So if you were participating, you could be one of our winners. And now I would like to congratulate Miss Jenny Barnes. Congratulations. You are one of our winners from our last challenge. And I pray you are on this call, Miss Jenny, so that you can see your name up in lights. Please email us at vipdivasupport@fitfinefabulous.com, and we will be happy to ship your gift to you. Congratulations on your dedication to your health. If you are here, please say hi. You must be here to win your prize. So make sure that you say hi. Also, Miss Roxanne Morton, congratulations to you for your consistency, for you showing up, and for ladies who are on the call watching these other ladies get celebrated. Please do me the honor of helping me to celebrate them in the chat by saying congratulations. How did they win? They won by listening to the videos, by actually following the steps, posting their stats, being engaged. I'm super, super excited. Go ahead and hit the love button here on the video. Like this video. Like this video. Let of them, celebrate them. I am super proud of them. Again, please email us tonight. You must email us tonight at vipdivasupport@fitfinefabulous.com, and then you will be provided the instructions on how to claim your prize. Well, ladies, it's been real. Hopefully, you guys learned a lot tonight. Before you get off the horn tonight, can you chat if you learned a lot, if you learned something new? And if you did, go ahead and share what you learned in the chat. If you absolutely enjoyed your time with Fit Fine and Fabulous with me, Coach Twy, today, please let me know also in the chat. I am excited about serving you for when it comes to joining us for the Watermelon Challenge. So go ahead and make sure that you sign up. Join us for the next challenge. We got more prizes to give, baby. And we're just looking for some ladies who are dedicated to their own health. All you have to do is fix watermelon, drink your juice, post a picture. We are celebrating you for participating. Yes, friend, you about to get celebrated for reducing your inflammation. Come on, girl. Let's go. Okay, Linda Scope says, I don't see how to join. I'm dropping the link in the chat for you. Check out the chat. Janice says, I learned that I'm not fat. I am just inflamed. Well, you might be a combination, right? Because fat produces inflammation and all other things also produces inflammation. So if you are heavy on top of your fat, you are also inflamed. Miss C says she can't wait for the watermelon fast. Let's get it. Candy Dystar said, I did not know that inflammation contributed to back fat, upper arm fat, belly fat, upper shoulder fat, all of that. Neck fat, not natural, right? All inflammation. And we need to bring down our inflammation markers. That is what this is about. We're going to beat the belly bloat and we're going to cleanse with watermelon. We're going to fast with watermelon, right? Keisha said, well, do you use a juicer? Do you use a blender? Girl, you could use either one. I'm going to show you in the class how you can do this with your blender. There are a couple ways that you could do it, Keisha. You can use your blender. You can also use your juicer. And I'm going to break that down in the class. You're going to get a workbook, and we're going to show you in that workbook exactly how that goes. All right, ladies, do you have any more questions before we end tonight's call? I just am super excited about us starting our watermelon cleanse, which is truly our information reducing journey. Hopefully you guys have already signed up. Do we have any other questions? Let me know. Also, if you signed up for this class via email, we did send you an email. We did send you an email. Now, remember, if you sign up tonight, it is $20 whole off. $20 whole. So it's not 37, it's not 47, it's not even 97, because that's what it normally is. Tonight, it is actually $27. Sign up, ladies. We're looking forward to serving you this week. Thank you for joining tonight. Do me a favor before you hang up. Please type what you learned on this call. If you enjoyed this call, I would even love to hear if you didn't. You might be like, Coach, you talk too much. You talk too fast. You have too many examples. You tell me what you want me to know. Y'all, before we go, make sure you drop that in the chat. Let me know how you feel about the class. Like this video. Show YouTube that Black women over 40 care about their health. And let us celebrate Miss Linda Scope for just joining. I do see your sign up as well. I also see Tracy Johnson sign up. I also see April Gay sign up. I see the sign ups are rolling through. So congratulations on taking the right next step to getting your health in order. I can't wait to see your comments in the chat about what you learned, or if you enjoyed the class, or if you need something more, let me know. I can't wait to get your feedback. Have a good night, my sisters, and we will see you on the other side of that watermelon.